Alright, welcome back to the channel. Warhammer Man back in the studio, and today we're taking a look at the official pricing for this week's pre-orders. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe, share it with your friends, as it really does help out the channel. Before we jump into the pricing, I just want to address one thing really quick, just sort of like a PSA, public service announcement to the community. Most of you guys have more recently joined the channel or subscribed or been watching the videos, and I really do appreciate all of the new subs. Occasionally I will get some kind of feedback or kind of negative comments about clickbait titles or thumbnails, etc. I think it's important for people to understand that this is still a very small channel. We have less than 4,000 subscribers, and at the beginning of the year the channel was multiple years old and only had 1,000 subscribers. When I changed over to sort of feeding the YouTube algorithm and using the thumbnail videos that are flashy and bright colors, or, you know, quote unquote clickbait or sensational titles, I got exposure from YouTube exponentially more. Most channels that get the amount of views that I get on my videos over a monthly or multi-month period are 50,000 plus subscribers. And again, my channel is less than 4,000. So what I'm doing works. I understand sometimes people can be a little annoyed and, you know, want to chime in and let me know, hey, it's annoying that you do all these clickbait titles. Your content's great. You don't need all that. But the truth is, I do regular experimentation like once every week or a couple weeks where I don't put out a, you know, super bright thumbnail or clickbaity title, and I get substantially less views. Like the difference between getting 1,000 views on a video and getting, you know, 10 or 20,000 views on a video. So in order to grow the channel, I have to do what works best for me. I understand if that's annoying for people. I understand if that's a deal breaker for other people. I hate to see you go, but again, I have to do what's best for the channel. And right now, feeding the YouTube algorithm and working on growth of the channel is what's most important. And, you know, most people will say when they complain, you don't need that because your content's good. Just keep that up, and, you know, eventually you'll find subscribers and you'll grow. And the truth is, it doesn't really work like that. Once the channel gets to 10,000 or 20,000 or 50,000 subscribers, sure, I can put out a video and my regular subscribers, a certain percentage of them will just watch the video. But the truth is, in order to actually grow, especially when you only have a couple thousand subscribers, when I'm getting substantially more views than I have subscribers, sometimes 2, 3, 10 times as many views as I have subscribers, it's because of those thumbnails, it's because of those titles, and it's because of something called the click-through rate, which what it is basically YouTube's #1 metric for deciding if it's going to show this video to people that aren't already subscribed to you, is basically the percentage of people that actually click on the video when they see the thumbnail or read the title. So the absolute most important thing, of course, is exposure, because no matter how good the content is, I can make the best videos in the whole world, and the truth is, if nobody sees them, it's pointless, because YouTube's not going to show it to anyone. It's never going to get a ton of views. I'm never going to gain subscribers from it. So really the most important thing is to just be consistent with my content, put it out, and then get the exposure. And in order to get that exposure, unfortunately, I do need to have, you know, sensationalist titles and quote unquote, you know, clickbait thumbnails, etc. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry. You can either deal with it or, you know, go your other way. There's plenty of other channels out there that don't have to do this, that are already large size, or, you know, are smaller and don't really care about exposure. I hate to see anybody go. I do love the community, tons of positivity, tons of good people from all aspects of life and all different hobby levels. So again, that's it, just a sort of public service announcement. Just wanted to kind of address that and give you guys my take on it. Again, you know, I got to do what's best for the channel, so it is what it is. You know, obviously don't want to lose anybody over it, but if that's the case, it is what it is. So, you know, for every one that I lose, I gain, you know, 25 more. So, that being said, let's jump right into our official prices. So obviously we have a big week coming up here. So we have the new Chaos Knights Army box set. I had speculated on what I thought the price was going to be. Basically, we know these bad boys are... The new kit is going to be $170. We've already seen that. And now it's going to have the new upgrade sprue in it. So it will make the other two kits and this kit. We know the armigers, the new style, are going up from 80 to 85 bucks. But they have that extra sprue in there, which we'll talk about later. So I'm assuming these will be priced again at 85. So we have 170 plus the 85 is 255. And then we have basically 30 for the cards, so 285. and then we have 55 for the Codex. So was that 290 plus 50? So 340. So it's $340 worth of retail products here. My guess was somewhere between 220 and 240 USD. Unfortunately, I was wrong, and the price came in even higher than that. So for the new Chaos Knights Army box set, it is $265 USD and $320 Canadian. So $265 USD. So what does that actually work out to? Well, if you were going to buy the big knight for $170 and you were going to buy the armigers for the new price of $85, that's basically going to put you in at $255. So at that point in time, you're basically getting the Codex and the cards for free. So you're basically getting about $74 technically in value on this. So this is much less savings than we typically see from Games Workshop. Typically we see around 30% savings in the box sets over the individually priced models. So again, we're seeing, the worst end of the pricing on this, unfortunately. Now this is going to be a limited item. It will probably sell out relatively quickly. At $265, I think it's probably not going to sell nearly as well as they think, but I don't think we're going to have a Black Templars type situation on our hands. These are cool models. They're all new models. It's new cards and a new Codex, and it's the only way to get any of the models or the Codex right away. So I suspect this will sell out relatively quickly. Unfortunately, at $265, it's not really a deal. I mean, it is if you were going to buy all those things on your own, but I think typically, in my opinion at least, most people do not buy the cards. So in all reality, if you take the cards value off this set, you're basically saving $10 on a Codex if you buy all this stuff together. No, I'm sorry. You're paying $10 for the Codex. So you get the cards for free, you pay $10 for the Codex, and then you buy everything else at full price. So again, it's much higher than I think it should be. Definitely disappointed to see this, but again, not particularly surprising. We know GW is obviously pushing pricing to the edge, but that's all said and done. That's what we have there for the Chaos Knights. So moving on down, we have the Imperial Knight Codex next. Obviously, no surprises here. This is coming in at $55 or 65 Canadian. So 55 USD for the Imperial Knight Codex. Again, no surprises here. That's what we were expecting. So if you think about, you were just going to buy the Chaos Knights Codex for 55, you're paying 210, and you're getting all the knights and the cards with it. So depending on how you want to look at it, is it a good deal? Is it not? That's up to you to decide. We know that overall, in general, this is less savings than we typically see on these box sets. So next we see the Imperial Knight Datacards, 29 for these USD or 34 Canadian. And then we have the new Armigers and Knight Dominus box sets. Now these have not only been repackaged, but apparently some people missed out on the last video. Probably just they didn't watch it and decided to comment or whatever, didn't watch it through. These new boxes have changed. These are not the old kits. So for instance, the new Knight Dominus can build either variant of the Dominus. So you can build either one. You can build the pictured one with the plasma and the volcano cannon, or you can build the other one with the harpoon and the shotgun or flamer or whatever it is. So you basically get both knights inside this box now. So for anybody that magnetizes, this is huge. Now the price on the Knight Dominus is $170, which was already the price on it. So now they've just added in the extra sprue so you can build both of them, which if you magnetize is awesome. And then for the Knight Armigers, they were priced at $80 for two. So they changed the price now. So the new price is going to be $85 for two, but it's going to include the same thing, the variables for the Armigers. So you can build 2 autocannons for each one of them, or again, we can magnetize those arms, and then we can put on a, the whatever chain cleaver and the Melta variant. So you essentially can build both styles of Armigers or both styles of Dominus from this kit. And then we know already on the regular Knight kit that they have now changed it so that whenever you purchase a regular Knight now, you get the Canis Rex upgrade sprue, you get the accessory and extra gun upgrade sprue, and then you get the full base knight as well. So again, now from each of these boxes, you can build any of the knights that are available on that chassis. So definitely a cool improvement in my opinion, with minimal price hikes. We saw $5 on the Armiger, no additional price on the Dominus. In my opinion, that is a great decision on GW's part. If you're going to charge premium prices for your stuff, and you know, in many cases ridiculous prices, you need to give people all the options, the bits, the cool extra stuff as well. So so that is definitely a cool, you know, change or improvement. Next we have the Warzone Nachmund, the Rift War book. So this is coming in at $55 expected, right around the price of a typical Codex. And then we have the limited edition version as well, which should be 90 for the limited edition version. And then Canadian, that is 65 USD, or I'm sorry, Canadian, CAD. So that is our Rift War, the next set of the Nachmund rules. And then we have the Kharn, Eater of Worlds Special Edition. For whatever reason, this one didn't make it on my price list. This is restricted to only 1,500 copies. I don't think a lot of people realize that. Typically when they do these restricted ones and the artist signature special edition, there's like at least 2,000 and they almost always sell out. So if you are interested in this, we know it's going to fly off the shelves. Again, I don't have the official price for this, but in line with what we've seen in the past, I would expect this to be $65. So that's for the Kharn book. And then we have quite a few other books on here. We have the, let me scroll down, the Triumph of St Katherine for $19 hardback novel. We have the Chronicles, nope, the Hellwinter Gate. Again, this one is $16 for the paperback. And then we have the Chronicles of Malus Darkblade Volume 2. And this one is paperback novel, and that is $18 for that one. So, and then there's a couple other things coming as well, but that is everything that I have on the price list for this week. So again, I appreciate everybody. Thank you all for chiming in. I appreciate all the positivity, all the cool comments and everything like that. All the viewers, all the subscribers, all the growth. I really do appreciate all of it. But when it is all said and done, obviously the decisions I make are for a reason, and it is to grow the channel. So I do apologize if anyone gets annoyed by clickbait titles or videos or thumbnails, etc. But the growth is working. You know, I've over quadrupled or almost quadrupled the size of the channel in the last 3 or 4 months. And I've put out hundreds of videos before that and never gotten even close to the level of exposure as I've gotten with these videos. So I know the thumbnails work. I know the titles work. I'm sure at some point in time it's annoying. But if you enjoy the content and you know what you're getting regardless, ignore the thumbnails, ignore the, you know, sensationalism, whatever, and just watch the videos for what they are, and, you know, at least understand why I do it. I don't do it just to be annoying. I don't do it just to be fun. I'm doing it for growth, and I'm doing it because it works. I tested it a couple times and it worked amazingly, and then I did it more and more times and it worked amazingly, and then I've tried doing it the other way, and again, I get almost no views on a video. I mean 500, 600, maybe 1,000 if I'm lucky. So I understand people sometimes are frustrated or don't understand why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it. So obviously I don't need to explain myself to you guys, but I look at you all as a community. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I just want to be real with you. So as far as the pricing this week, I mean, the big surprise obviously is the Night box set. I think it's overpriced again. I really think that they should have done this closer to, I mean, realistically, the big Knight's 170. We know that. And then the new Knights are going to be 85. So I think they should have done it for at least the price of the 2 Knights or less, you know, or 3 Knights, I guess, technically. So I think 170 plus 85 comes out to, what is it, 255? So you're still not even getting the book and the codex, or the codex and the cards for free. I would have rather at least seen that. Obviously, with something like some of the previous kits we've seen, when you total up the value inside of these box sets, or the retail value anyway, when you total it up, you typically see, like I said, around like that 33% savings or something like that. And in this case, we're seeing substantially less, because a, what is it, 265 would be roughly like, let's call it 270. So $90 savings would basically put you in line with 33% off. And in this case, you're saving, what is it, 45 on the codex and 29 on the cards. So it's like 74. So again, it's close to like 25% maybe. But it is what it is. not a total surprise, as Games Workshop has been not only increasing their prices, but they have been like really increasing their prices lately. Obviously, we just saw the single most expensive, Games Workshop box from like the current range or recent years, which was obviously the Necromunda Ash Waste at $299 or $295. Again, it is what it is. I don't pick the pricing or anything. I think it's a mistake on their part, especially with the big boxes like that where you can get a bunch of people into the game. But it's up to them. They're going to keep pushing the prices as long as they can, and as long as it works. They obviously have their big semi-annual report coming up soon, so I'm definitely looking forward to diving into that in advance and then reviewing it afterwards, and I will do a stock update video on that as well. So but that's it for today. Let me know what you think down below. Is this a deal breaker for you? Are you still going to pick up this set? Is it just too overpriced and you're just done with GW altogether? Always like to hear back from you guys. I love these new models. I think they're awesome. I'm super excited for the Knights, and obviously the cool new books for both 6 factions of Knights. I do play Imperial Knights, and I do have some Chaos Knights as well. I'm probably going to pick up this Chaos Knight box set, and then probably going to pick up the Imperial Knights Codex as well. I don't know if I'm just going to jump on the Imperial Knights Codex right away, as I do like to have some time. And it has been kind of crazy with the books coming out lately. Obviously, just got like the Tau Codex, the Eldar Codex, the Tyranid Codex, the Imperial Knight Codex from this box set, and then we have the regular Knight Codex as well. So, or Chaos versus Imperial, etc. So that's a lot of codexes, and in that amount of time, I have played little to no Warhammer, so I don't know. Maybe I will postpone the Imperial Knight one and just jump into this box set for now. I'm probably going to be doing a magnetization video on the big and little Knights as well. So if you're interested in that, make sure to like and subscribe. Tune in for that one. But going to go ahead and wrap it up there. If you do enjoy these type of videos, reactions, reviews, news, all kinds of painting, modeling, magnetization tutorials, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out the video playlist to find exactly what you're looking for. Do put out at least one video every single day on Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team, Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, Warcry, sometimes Underworlds, or even our Horus Heresy content as well. And then stay tuned later this week. Obviously, we have some big releases coming on for Warhammer Fest, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. For Warhammer 40k, Age of Sigmar, we see Horus Heresy on Saturday for the new big box game, and whatever else is coming, whatever else they want to show us. And then obviously we have on Friday all the skirmish games, and we know for sure included for the skirmish games are more Necromunda stuff, some Kill Team announcements, and then of course Warcry as well. So make sure to tune in for those, as we will bring you the hot takes on those as well. So but that's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and let me know what you think. Do the thumbnails bother you? Do the titles bother you, etc.? Are you don't really care and you know what you're getting with these videos, because I put them out every day and they're always fairly similar, etc.? What do you think about the Knights? I always like to hear your guys' opinions, your comments, and it really does help out the channel and help out the growth. So that being said, we're going to wrap it up there. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.